Hello all, welcome to In, On and Gone video number 28. My name's James Smith and I run channel JR74. And please like, comment, subscribe to your heart's content. Some of the comments that are coming through now are great. I love reading them. And I responded to quite a few, and most are talking about like the reselling community, which is what I really, really want, because maybe a little bit further down the line, I can do a video about some of the comments that have been coming my way. If you can hear a bit of rattling in the background, that is my lovely 2 kilowatt heater, because it is a bit brassic now, isn't it? I know, as the great Del Boy said when he was on the intercom to Raquel, the brass monkeys are crying out here. That line always makes me laugh whenever I see it. Please watch the Jolly Boys Out into Margate episode. Honestly, if you haven't seen it yet, it is an absolute must. Right, let's crack on with this, shall we? Now, in On and Gone, I talk about what is coming into the shop, what is on the shop, and what has gone from the shop. The on is the easiest part. Look below, you will see a link. Okay, there, that's that bit done. Okay, that is what is on my shop at the moment. I have noticed recently, there's about, since this change in eBay fee structure, where private sellers have been able to list free of charge, I think that's sort of like re-kicked the interest in eBay a little bit. And what I have noticed as a business seller is that my sales are down a little bit. I'm down about 10%. Okay, it's not much. And the way that I'm thinking is, I'm at the moment listing more than I'm selling, so I'm growing the amount of stuff that is on my eBay store. And if my store is growing, then the chances are there's more products on the store. Well, there's no chances about it. There's more products on the store. So therefore, people are going to have more choice to choose from. And over time, the sales should increase again. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is find that equilibrium, okay, between the amount that I'm putting on and the amount that I am selling, so that the amount in my shop stays roughly the same. That's what I'm looking for at the moment. I'm not there because my shop is growing. Okay, I am at the moment listing more than I am selling. I'm coming quite close to that 250 mark in my shop as well. And that's quite important because I do pay a fee that allows me to have 250 free listings. So really what I've got to do is I've got to cut out the chaff. I've got to basically have a look at my shop and begin to see and look at what has been on my shop for a long time that I haven't really priced properly, and maybe put that on an auction just for £1 and see if it shifts. I just want money back for it, okay? So that is certainly something that I'm going to look at doing, especially at this time when people are more likely to buy. All right, I have run a shop promotion recently, reducing things that have been on my shop for over 6 months by 50%. And that has kicked some things into a sale. That is worth doing because it does actually generate some offers as well. And to me, I used to say it in my early videos, I haven't really said it that much recently. If you do sell something at a loss, you're still getting the money back. Okay, maybe you have made, say, a couple of quid loss, or maybe it might be more, but you're getting the money back, and then you could reinvest that money into something else, and hopefully that will generate you a profit. On my shop at the moment, I reckon about 96 to 97% of things are selling at a profit. So really, that 3%, nothing's perfect. You're never going to get 100%, never. All right, so yeah, at the moment I'm still quite pleased with the way that everything is going. Right, let's go to the gone And I am going to change it a little bit. And I think I'm going to keep this change in. All right. I'm still going to stick to the what has sold within 7 days promoted at 2%, because I believe that information is very, very valuable to anybody who is either thinking of reselling or reselling themselves. Okay. It's stuff that is selling and selling well at this time of year. But I'm also going to include a couple of sales that I've had that have taken longer than 7 days, that I've selected from my sales within the past fortnight that I think are worth talking about. They're either worth talking about because of what the product is, or what I found it for, or what the brand actually is, and whether it's a good brand to sell. So, without any further ado of me waffling, because at the moment this introduction has taken 5 minutes and 50 seconds, let's get into the gone section. First up, I was pleased with these, and I was pretty sure that I was going to make a profit on them, even though I spent 12 quid on them. I got them from a charity shop that is notoriously high priced. So really, I'm really pleased with this, because I found something in there that I made a profit on. They were a pair of Converse Allstar high top boots, but they were green and made from rubber. Okay, so they were that little bit different. There was a bit of je ne sais quoi about them. There was a bit of uniqueness, a little bit of, you know, not originality, but something that was, you know, a little bit different, but at the same time made you go, oh, okay, I didn't know they made them in rubber. Okay, could be like one response. You know, I thought they were always canvas. I didn't know you had rubber. I thought there were some leather ones I knew, but I never knew they made them in rubber. And also, these things would look absolutely fantastic for any gardener. Okay, it's like a Wellington substitute. But these things were All-Star high top boots. They were size 7. I paid £12 for them, and I sold them, including postage, for £24.60. Okay. What I got back from those after postage and fees, because they were shoes, there was no free fees. Okay, remember at the moment eBay is doing free fees on all clothing, up to all second-hand clothing, not brand new. If it's brand new, it doesn't get the free fees. Okay, but up until December the 31st. So I got back on this £17.36, which gave me a profit of £5.36, which is 45%. Get in 45% over that charity shop that prices everything far too high. Happy with that. I know, you're probably thinking, yeah, well, some charity shops do price high, it's all for charity. Yes, I know, okay? And whenever I see things that are priced quite highly in charity shops, I don't buy them, okay? But I still keep seeing them there, and I'll tell you what, it does bring a bit of a smile to my face when I do eventually see them go, because I know then that somebody has come in who really wants it. So that's good. Okay, that's good. Right, the next thing I'm going to talk to you about is a brand that you need to be on the lookout for, and this brand is Hector. Hector shoes. Hector shoes sell like hot cakes. Okay, if you come across a pair of Hector shoes in good condition and they're reasonably priced, get them. These ones were a pair of Hector Indulge boots. Okay, size 7.5. They cost me £2.50. £2.50, and I sold them, including postage, for £18.60. Okay, that gave me back, after postage and fees, £12.26, which gave me a profit of £9.76, which is 390% markup. If you can pick up Hector for a decent price, you will make money. I am talking slowly again, and in that way that emphasizes my words, because I'm trying, it's educational. Honestly, this channel, I want it to be educational. I keep saying that. So when I talk slowly, I'm actually telling you that this brand is brilliant for resellers. Hector, don't forget it. Next up was a nice pickup. It was a vest. Now, I've got my heater on. It's the middle of November. It's not exactly what I would call warm, but vests still sell. Why do vests still sell? Okay, because people use them in gyms. That's why. Okay, the gym lifters, okay, the weight lifters, it's normally the ones that do the weights that wear the vests. Okay, my eldest son goes down the gym. He likes to do his weights. He likes a vest because he's saying that like the sleeves on the arms are a little bit too restrictive. So vests are popular. This was a lovely Air Jordan vest, Nike, large. Picked it up for a decent price, £3. Sold it for £11.60, £9.70 back. That had 0 fees on it, okay, which I was really pleased with. £6.70 profit, which is 223%. Lovely. Okay, really, really pleased with that. I think eBay have said that by reducing the fees for private sellers on virtually everything that they put on, brings more accounts in. Okay, and I believe it has to, it must do. Okay, it must do. I'm noticing as well, there's a lot of adverts. I think they're doing that. Their adverts are quite slick. I quite like them. It's like a bloke looking around his house and thinking, I could sell that. I don't really use it. And a woman as well looking around her house thinking, do you know what? Yeah, I want to have a bit of a change up. I can get rid of that painting. Okay, and then encouraging them to stick them on eBay. Now, because what they've done is they have taken the like the fees out for selling clothes, because they realise that a lot of resellers for clothing are their business resellers. Up until the 31st of December. I think what they're doing is they're banking on, by the 31st of December, these people that have opened up the new accounts will then be looking just across eBay to buy stuff. Okay, they're hoping that by putting stuff onto eBay, it has reignited their passion for secondhand shopping. Okay, which, let's face it, is good for the planet, good for the environment, good for everybody. And yeah, taking a look. I can only find out in, say, February time, but it's certainly something that I'm keeping my eye on, because I reckon that's what they're hoping is going to happen. Now, they're telling us that they did a trial in Germany and it worked. So yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see. Okay, is Germany the same as the rest of the world? Who knows, but we're about to find out. Okay, these next ones were a high street brand, what I would classify as a high street brand, and that is Jack and Jones jeans. These sold within the week. I picked up a nice pair of slim fit jeans. They were the Glen slim fit. Jack and Jones sort of like name their jeans. If you think about it, it's winter. Jeans, people wear jeans. Jeans are worn out. Okay, short weather. It's not really shorts weather at the moment in the UK or throughout Northern Europe. You know, these things could go international. Okay, if eBay begin, I said it, if eBay can sort out their postage costs for posting internationally, because at the moment they are quite high, if we can just bring them down a little bit, if they can work out some way of bringing down the cost and the logistical chain to at least maybe 50%, 60% of what it is now, that could open up the world market, and really they could go from strength to strength. So hopefully we have got some logistics scientists having a look at the supply chain and trying to work out where they can make savings. But these jeans, they cost me £4. I sold them for £11.60. I mean, brand new, these jeans go for over 30 quid. So, you know, there's if you can find something decent condition for 4 quid, there's bound to be a markup there. So £11.60 they went for. I got £8.35 back, which gave me £4.35 profit, which is 109%. Okay, so within 7 days, I'm making over 100% on a pair of jeans. That's good. That's good. Honestly, the brands, you need to know your brands. It is so important. And also, you need to be on the lookout for things in good condition. If they're a little bit ropey, I leave them. Okay, I do find that looking at the quality of the label is a huge indicator. If the labels on them are still in really good condition and not frayed around the edges, that says to me they haven't been washed that much, or put in a washing machine many times. Basically, somebody has bought them, left them in the wardrobe for a long time, not really worn them, and then thought to themselves, I can't really fit into them, or they don't really fit me, or I don't really like the look. Let's take them down to charity shop, okay? And that's when, you know, people like me can get hold of them and then promote them to the rest of the country, okay? Which is, in a sense, what most resellers do. All right, so Jack and Jones jeans, a good brand to have. And finally, there was 5 that sold within the 7 days. So 5 is the number this week. I think 5 was the number last week as well. But I was pleased with this one because this one was a little bit of a punt. Okay, haven't really tried out this brand before, but it worked. It was a brand called Hector. Okay, and it was a quarter zip wool jumper. It was a black one, and it wasn't too dissimilar to this one. Okay, it was quite high necked, but here, okay, the sort of like the seam, this jumper's a little bit I prefer the seam to be up on the shoulder here. Okay, it's just off the shoulder, but with this Hector one, the seam was down there, so it was too big for me. All right, because otherwise I would have had it, because it was really nice. It was quite a high neck. Okay, it wasn't just the quarter zip which comes up to about there. It was quite a high one. It was a really well made one as well. So I was quite pleased that it went that quickly. I sourced it for £4.50, sold it for £13.60 including postage. After you take the postage and fees off, £10.35 back. That gave me a profit of £2.85. Why am I putting £4.50 there? Do you know what? I think I got that wrong. I think it was £7.50. I'm picturing my spreadsheet in my mind now. I think it was £7.50. So that was even more of a punt, but it worked because I got £2.85 back, which is 38% profit. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, because maybe the person that got it is then aware of my shop and will come back to my shop and maybe get something in the future that will get even more. Okay, you've got to take that principle with doing an eBay shop. You've got to bear in mind not just selling the product, but also trying to entice customers to come back to your store. People can watch your store, and on my last check, I've got nearly 100 watchers on my store now. So you can also send special promotions to people who are watching your store. So I think in the new year, I'm certainly going to look at doing something like that. I don't know at the moment, I'll be honest with you, clean honest, I don't know how to do it. Okay, but I'm absolutely sure that out there is a YouTube video telling you how to do it. I cannot big up YouTube enough, because hello, I'm on it, I'm using it as well, to actually educate you on how to use eBay. Okay, there's loads of videos out there, okay, as well as this one, and you know, this is one of the reasons why I do it, because I want people to come across the video and actually say, oh, that's how you do it. I recently did one on what was my last one on? Postage. I recently did one on postage, which is going quite well at the moment, talking about, you know, Royal Mail, every in-post. Have a look at it, all right? I'm giving you some thoughts on what I think works best for what weight or size of package that you actually post. Okay, so Hector, another brand to be on the lookout for. Just talking to you now back in the cabin, putting all the video together, that I didn't talk to you about the final numbers. So I've got to put my final numbers in. It's important. It's important that I keep it consistent, because what you're expecting to see, if it isn't there, then that's not good. All right. So the final numbers are this. Out of all of those 5 things that I've just told you about, they cost me £26. Okay. I got back on them £58.02, which gave me a profit of £29.02 at 161% average markup. So there you go. There's my numbers. All right. Back on with it. So those were the 5. But I am conscious of the fact that I'm only really talking, in terms of my sales, I'm only really talking about the stuff that I've sold in the last week. I don't sell everything in a week. There's quite a lot of stuff that takes longer than a week. You know, maybe you're thinking, oh, if it doesn't sell a week, he takes it out in the garden and burns it. Okay, no, of course not. I don't do that. All right. So I'm going to include in the gone section now some products that I've sold recently that I think I want to talk to you about. Okay, they've either made a bit of money, they're either a good find, they're either a strong brand that don't particularly sell within 7 days, but maybe take a little bit longer to sell, but are still worth doing. Really, I suppose in my mind, I am looking, anything that I get, I'm looking to sell it within 12 months. That's the realistic viewpoint that I am taking for this, at a profit. Within 12 months, at a profit. Okay, because it could be a seasonal product, so that's what I'm looking for. I did a video recently on, you know, taking a month from a year ago and looking at everything that I have sold that I listed during that month. I think it was July 2023. 93% of the stuff that I listed in that month sold. Okay, and I think now I'm up to about 96-97% with some of the promotions that I've done. So nearly 100% of the stuff has gone, which will give you a profit. Okay, if it doesn't, you're not pricing your things properly, or you are sourcing far too highly. All right. Anyway, the first thing I want to speak to you about is a JanSport or JanSport bag. It was a crossbody bag. Okay, I paid £3 for it, and it sold for £33.60. Okay, they're a really, really strong bag brand, JanSport. Okay, I think they're German. I can't be absolutely sure on that, but it does sound a bit German. To be honest, I don't know. I'm going to have to look that one up. But yeah, this took 35 days to sell. Okay, I got it for £3, sold it for £33.60. So after postage and fees, £25.05. Okay, which gives me £22.05 profit, which is 735%. Lovely. Okay, so JanSport, JanSport. All right, really, really good, strong bag brand, especially like the crossbody messenger bags are in at the moment and are a very, very popular bag. Maybe out of a lot of the products that I've sold, I think this one's a Christmas present. I'm pretty sure it is. This one is a Christmas present, which somebody has got. But yeah, pleased with that. Second thing I'm going to include, I'll do two recent sales, is a JVC sound system remote. A remote control for a JVC sound system that I paid £1 for. Okay, it took again 25 days to sell. I sold it for a tenner. Now after postage and fees, that gives me £5.15, £4.15 profit, 415%. Okay, remote controls, they are, if you can pick them up for quite low prices and they are a decent brand, like, you know what your decent electronics are, Sony, JVC, LG, things like that. Remote controls are worth it. Okay, they're worth putting something on, because remote controls are certainly something that are breakable and do break. So and they're in demand because there's so many electronic products out there, all right, that still work and are still in existence. So certainly remote controls are something to consider. All right, make sure the photos are good, make sure your details are good, and that all of like the model numbers can be seen, and that you've done your research into what this is actually compatible with and what it's a remote control for. Google, the internet is absolutely fantastic for that. All you basically need is a model number. All right, but this one worked and this one got me a profit. Right, that's what's gone from the shop. So a little bit more information this week. Let me know if you like the fact that I'm including a few sales from a little bit of a longer time period. Okay, right, let's see what's coming into the shops, shall we? Okay, I usually do about 10 products. I don't think it's going to be any different this week. Let's go to Sunday Smithy. Hello there. Yep, Sunday Smithy here. Sunday Smithy in the shed. All right, all the S's. But yeah, it's a bit warmer. You know, I can undo my zip here. In fact, you know, we'll go undone. But yeah, it's also a lot wetter, and that's causing a few problems locally. It really is. There's some pretty nasty flooding going on. I'm warming up a little bit here. Let's take this off. Right, but what have I got coming into the shop this week? Couple of themes. All right, the first one is shoes. All right, now Clarks. Okay, Gore-Tex Clarks. All right, now these were £12, but if you have a look at them, they're in fab condition. Really, really nice condition. They haven't really been worn that much. I've sold these before, and this is why it's important to know what you have sold, how much they went for, etc., etc. So, you know, keeping a database is really important. There's the other one there. But these Clarks Gore-Tex go for good money. I paid 12 for these. I'm probably going to put them on round about 25, and I think I will get something quite close to that. So yeah, all right, pleased with those. I don't think I'll quite get 100% markup on them, but I think it will be quite close. So yeah, happy with that. Next are some nice Samuel Windsor loafers. All right, in nice good condition, leather loafers. All right, they have been worn, but they haven't been worn much. This part of the shoe, you know, on the very first wear, it will start to go like that. The thing to look at is the heel. Is there any wear on the heel? And on this, there's hardly any. And that is an original Samuel Windsor heel as well. So yeah, these are size 11. All right, so I paid £7 for these. Probably go, put them on at 25. They'll probably go for 20 to 25, but they're in good condition. All right, really good condition. Now, when I say go for that much, I want my stuff gone quickly. I don't want it hanging around. You could, if you've got a lot of storage, put them on at about 30-ish and then see and wait and see if anybody comes in at that price. But yeah, I'm not going to do that. I haven't, look, you can see it's not the biggest place. I haven't got the space for that sort of storage. So yeah, that's a no. All right, I want them gone, so make me an offer. Size 11, lovely. Got some football boots as well. Football boots are good to sell. If you do come across some, then they're worth getting. I paid £8 for these, but I paid it because they are virtually brand new. They have been worn because there's a few scratches on the bottom of the studs there, but they've been worn once, maybe twice, I don't know. But these are in absolutely cracking condition. They are Hypervenom Fade 3s. Okay, Fade spelled P-H-A-D-E. This is where Google Lens comes in handy as well, because you can just Google Lens them and it will come up with the make, the model, everything. Okay, I know they're Nike, but yeah, the actual model and stuff that to put in the title is really, really important. Also, footballing wise, I've got these. These are like kids size 13 Nemesis 3 boots, laceless. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Kids have got to learn how to do up their laces, but for actually playing football in, and for when you actually kick the ball and not to have a lace there, will that make a difference? I don't know. Maybe for a kid who wears size 13 boots, no it doesn't. But these are just really, really good slip-on, slip-off shoes that Adidas have developed. There's the other one there. So, you know, kids football boots in really, really nice condition. These sell, and they sell really quickly as well. For the Nemesis, for the Nemesis, I paid about £4 for these. I'll be putting them on at about 10. Make me an offer. And the Nikes, paid £8 for these. I think I'll go a bit higher on these, 15 to 18. I might try at the 18 purely because they are in brand new condition, and you can easily see that from the photographs that I'm going to take on these. So let's see if anything, you know, gets that little bit of extra there. But yeah, I mean, look, they're in absolutely fantastic condition. Hypervenoms. Putting a few golf polos on this week as well. Got a nice Puma one here, but if you look closely, can you see there's different shades of grey on it? Okay, really, really nice. This is a Puma Large UK. Okay, we'll put that there. There you go, Puma Large. Nice golf top. As I said, I'm beginning to find now that the ones with a little bit of zhuzh in them, a little bit of je ne sais quoi, a little bit of the ones that aren't just plain, they're a little bit different, they got a bit of design in them, are the ones that seem to be selling quite well. Now, I have thought of something to do with this, and I think what I'm going to do, and to be honest with you, thinking about it, I can't really see, well, I should have done this before really, is link my golf stuff into local Facebook market groups, like using eBay as a hub, okay, but putting the advert onto a local Facebook market group as well with the eBay link in it. So what that does is it means that it's not just local people who will see it, people nationally will see it as well, and then maybe be attracted to my store to actually have a look at what I've got. So I'm going to use these as like enticers. They're going on eBay, but I will also link the eBay page link to that product to a Facebook marketplace group as well. I believe that there's one that I'm a member of called South Wales Golf Sales. Okay, look, I'm a golfer myself, so I know these things, but certainly for other hobbies, there'll be Facebook market groups for them as well. Like there's a bit of fishing stuff that I've sold in the past. Now, I'm not a fisherman myself, but I'm sure that there are some local Facebook market fishing gear groups as well. So that is another consideration for the future. I've also got this one's nice. This one is Under Armour heat gear. Okay, just a yellow one with a bit of design in it. Okay, but that is an absolute belter. Can you see it's got like a sunshine design in it? It is a heat gear. Okay, there you go, heat gear medium, and the heat gear polos are just a little bit thicker. You can feel them, they're just a little bit thicker. They're nice though, these are really nice. On like a nice autumn or spring day, you can easily wear those with like an undertop underneath or just a jumper on top. Okay, they're nice. I've also got a nice like orangey pinky top Under Armour again. The decal is on the sleeve this time. There you go. On the other sleeve it has got what we got, Champions Gate on it, CG. So there's a little bit of a design on that sleeve as well. This is a medium, okay, Under Armour medium, but again, a really, really nice golf polo. That would make a cracking Christmas present for somebody. So I'm getting all my golf polos on this week. Okay, could call it golf polo week, but you know, for those of you that aren't into golf, then it'll be a bit boring, wouldn't it? So I'm sticking some other things on as well. As you can see, I put some shoes on, put some football boots on, and there's a couple of other things I'm going to show you now that are in the electronics range. Right, first thing to show you is this. Okay, I picked this up in a local charity shop, and it was a bag, okay, for £3, full of printer cartridges, and it says on there Canon MX920 compatible ink, and there are 4 pink, 2 black, 3 blue and 6 yellow cartridges in there. Now, I've sold stuff like this before. It works, okay, if you can pick these up for a decent price, because I think I mentioned this in one of my previous videos as well, that the amount of times that I've spoken to people who have gone to like Curry's or Dixon's, what is it now? Which one went bust? Was it Dixon's that went bust? Yeah, Curry's still exists, doesn't it? Dixon's went bust. But they go there for printer ink and they come back with a new printer because it's cheaper. That's happened to me. I've done that. But yeah, printer ink can be very, very expensive. So stuff like this actually does sell. I've done it before, it sells. So yeah, just a few cartridges just like that. You know, you can see that they're new, you can see they're wrapped and everything. So I'll just take the photo, okay, give all the details, give all the numbers, and see where we go. But £3 for these. And how many were there? 2, 6, 9, 15 for £3. So I'll probably put them on for about 15 quid a pound a cartridge, and see how that goes. But that's what I did from the last lot that I had. That's what I did with them, and that worked. So hopefully this one will work as well. Finally, to show you, and when I pick up electronics, okay, I've got this, okay, Braun, so the name is good, okay, associated with hair dryers, okay, it's a Braun Silencio 1250. Now you might be thinking to yourself, well, you know, it's a little bit small, you know, who's going to have that? But look, this will like fold up like that. It's a travel one, okay, it's a travel hairdryer. So it's a hairdryer with a bit of like uniqueness to it, okay, because somebody traveling might need one. All right, so I know that because some of the hairdryers you can get now, they look like big guns, don't they? So something like this, if somebody's really trying to travel light but needs a hairdryer, would be absolutely perfect. I've sold one before, okay, I've sold one of these before, so I know, and I can remember, I didn't have to check through my data for this one. I can remember that it sold quite quickly, so picking up another one to sell, I'm hoping this one goes quick as well. A Braun Silencio 1250. Okay, and I will do a quick video with it as well, because on eBay listings you can do quick videos to actually show it working. Okay, just all you need there is just 15 to 20 seconds, and to do something like that and convince the buyer that it's in absolutely fine working condition, that is 20 to 30 to 40 to 50 times better than just put in works well on the description, okay, or fully working. Okay, to actually show it fully working, you are trying to give confidence to the buyer, because remember, the buyer isn't actually in the shop actually touching it, feeling it. But you can't really turn them on in shops, can you? You can't really do that, but I think you know what I'm talking about. In terms of short videos, you may see that I've started doing YouTube shorts, especially for some of the shoes that I've got. I'm going to see how that goes. But in terms of like generating viewers to the channel, some of them are working really, really well. You know, the shorts seems to be the way that people are viewing social media content at the moment, and I'm jumping in and getting part of it. So yeah, maybe I can do it for electronics as well, I don't know, but I'm not going to do shorts for each and every product that I own. But the trainers at the moment and the shoes, I'm making a list of those that I can do. Okay, right, lovely, been a pleasure speaking to you this week. I'm going to get back out there and see if the whole place dries out a little bit. I think it's still raining, but for the time being, you know, sit down, enjoy a brew, and just contemplate the week ahead. All right, see you soon. Bye bye.